Welcome to Lesson 4, the language of probability. If I have a coin bag with different colored coins in it like this, I can use them to learn about probability. If something is unlikely to happen, we say that it is improbable. If I were to reach my hand into the bag and randomly pick one of these colored coins, it is unlikely or improbable that I will pull out a red coin. If something is likely to happen, we say that it is probable. It is probable that if I reach my hand into the bag, I will pull out a green coin. Now let's add 5 yellow coins to the bag, so in total we have 10 coins. It is still unlikely that we pull out a red coin. Let's see if we can calculate the chance or the probability of a red coin being pulled out. We can use a fraction to state the probability. So the bottom number in my fraction, the denominator, tells me how many coins we have altogether. Since we have 10, we'll put a 10 there. And the top number, the numerator, is the chance of the red coin being pulled out. So since there's only 1 out of 10, the chance is 1/10, or 1 out of 10. Now see if you can figure out the probability or the chance of a green coin being pulled out and a yellow coin being pulled out. Pause the video and write down your fractions. Since there are 4 green coins out of the 10 total coins, the chance of a green coin being pulled out of the bag is 4/10. And since 5 out of 10 coins are yellow, the chance of a yellow coin being pulled out is 5 out of 10. Remember how to reduce fractions from a few units ago? Well, you can do the same thing in probability. So 5/10 turns into 1/2 if I divide both numerator and denominator by 2. Sorry, by 5. So by looking at the bag, I think it's pretty clear to see here that half of the coins are yellow, and so the chance of pulling out a yellow coin is 1/2, which is the same as 5/10. So we can use a little scale or number or line like this to also state the probability of something happening. So if something is on the very far left of the scale here, it means it is impossible. It cannot happen. If something is on the very far right end of the scale, it means it is certain. It will happen for 100%. And exactly halfway is about a 50-50 chance, and we call that possible. So the further you go to the right, the more likely something is of happening. The further to the left, the more unlikely it is of happening. So let's see if we can place our coins on the scale. So remember, our red coin only has a 1 in 10 chance of being pulled out of the bag. 1 out of 10 is fairly unlikely, but it is not impossible. So that's roughly where we would put it on our line. Next, we would have our green coin. Our green coin has a 4 in 10 chance of being pulled out, which is a little bit less than 50%. So that's where it would go on the scale. And finally, our yellow coin. Our yellow coin has a slightly greater chance of being pulled out than the green coin because there are 5 out of 10, or half of the coins are yellow, and so it would go right in the middle of our line here. We would say it is possible to pull out a yellow coin. So the red coin is least likely, the green coin is next on the likely scale, and the most likely coin of being pulled out of the bag is the yellow one. So probability refers to the likelihood of something happening. Basically, what is the chance of something happening? We can use a line or a scale such as this one to use words to describe probability. So words like impossible, unlikely, possible, likely, and certain are used when we talk about probability. But we can also use numbers to tell us what the chance of something happening is. So let's look at a quick example. So if we have a bag like this one with 5 coins, the chance of a red coin being pulled out is quite slim. We would say that it is unlikely, probably somewhere here on the scale. The red coin has a 1 in 5 chance of being pulled out of the bag. The green coin, however, has a much greater chance of being pulled out. It would be somewhere here on our scale. The green coin has a 4 out of 5 chance of being pulled out of the bag. So we would say that it is likely, maybe even highly likely, that the green coin would be pulled out. So that is what probability is all about. Have fun working with probability yourself. Watch the video again and ask your teacher for help.